This is a block of pure beeswax. Beekeepers usually melt it down and mold it into foundation sheets that mimic the honeycomb's natural structure. Once the liquid beeswax is poured into molds and cooled, it solidifies into those familiar hexagonal shapes. These foundation sheets are then placed into wooden frames and inserted into the hive, giving the bees a head start in building their hive. It's a time saver for the bees, allowing them to focus on their essential tasks of survival and reproduction. The honeycomb itself provides a vital space for the colony, while honey acts as the bees' food, stored after they collect nectar and transform it with enzymes.
Using a bottle, you can easily remove any car dent, but before like and subscribe. So, if your car has any dent like this, you need to take a bottle cap, apply glue to it, and stick it onto the car. Next, attach the bottle to the cap. And as soon as you pull the bottle, the dent will be fixed. To remove the bottle cap, you can use glue remover spray.
3 citrus secrets from a professional chef. Make sure you always cut your lemon wedges horizontally, not vertically. Can you see how the segments follow the cut? This way you make sure all of the juice gets used. Plus, it looks cool. You can extract the lime segments by cutting the ends, peeling off the skin, and you should have something like this. Now, use a small knife to remove the inside part, and here you have it. Hang on until the end of the video and find out how to use this in your cooking. You can clean your mandarins to get rid of the white part. Peel the mandarins and drop them in a bowl with cold water. After 10 minutes, use a small knife to remove the veins. This removes the bitter part and only leaves you with sweet, delicious mandarins. Now you have some beautiful segments. You can use them to garnish your raw fish dishes like crudo or ceviche. Mamma mia.
Americans just found a genius way to light up their homes for free, no electricity needed. This little glass dome on the roof is called a solar tube, and it turns sunlight into indoor lighting. It works by capturing sunlight from all directions, channeling it through a super reflective tube, and spreading it evenly inside your home. And at night, built-in solar panels store energy to keep the lights on. Zero electricity, zero cost. Would you try this in your home?
Why did China suddenly release 1.2 million rabbits into its desert? Actually, every year in China, 10,400 square kilometers of desert was expanding. Now, to stop this, large-scale afforestation projects were started in China. Drilling was carried out, and drought-tolerant trees were planted. Then they chose a particular animal called the Rex rabbit. These rabbits have a unique habit of digging for and consuming grass roots. The rabbits completely dug up the ground, and the soil was improved because of the digging. As the rabbits ate the grass roots, their excrement helped spread seeds. As a result, grass started growing, and greenery returned to the area.
Unfortunately, the veined octopus has no clever disguise, and the flounder is trailing it, waiting for an off-guard moment. But the octopus has a unique solution to this problem. A discarded coconut shell could provide some protection from its stalker. But this is only half the story. For all-round security, it needs another half to make a matching pair. Now the octopus can get back to its adolescent enthusiasm with bodybuilding. The stalker is still stalking. However, an armoured pod has another, more unexpected benefit. The chance of a sharp exit. This cunning cephalopod lives to hunt another day, all tentacles intact.
3 things in Japan that just make sense. First, in Japan, they have a unique solution to serve hot food on the go. These lunchboxes have a string attached to them, and by just pulling it, the box heats up the meal, making it the perfect food for when you're traveling or busy working. Next, stores in Japan are really careful about their meat products, especially fish. Since seafood is quick to spoil, at every cashier they offer free ice bags so you can keep your meat fresh on the way home. And lastly, gum isn't very popular in Japan because it's seen as messy and impolite. But for those who chew it, gum packs come with small pieces of paper, making it easy to dispose of properly.
This Chinese artist specializes in creating half-painted, half-real-world artworks. His canvas only fills part of the frame, seamlessly blending with the surrounding environment. As people walk behind the canvas, it creates the illusion that they vanished into thin air. In another piece, he places a sheet of white paper across a tree trunk and precisely paints the surrounding brick wall pattern onto it, perfectly camouflaging it into the background.
A troop of macaques are looking for what little fruit is left in the forest. Water lilies. Enough to fill the empty stomachs of the entire troop. But the flowers are just out of reach. But a single flower merely whets the appetite. For the real prize, they must take the plunge. Macaques are surprisingly competent in water. They're looking for the lily's juicy seed pods, which are packed full of nutrients. These macaques have discovered that it can pay to jump into water.
Toast, that's you. Toast. Look how pretty you are.
I need y'all to meow at the same time, please. Thank you.
I think he thinks he's being cheated on. Does anyone else's cat watch TV with them?
If you put a cat named Ninja up for adoption in Baltimore, Maryland, he's just fine. He's more than fine. He's literally the best cat ever, so thank you so much.
That's it, you're done.
Three reasons why everyone wants to live in Japan. First, in Japan, stores sell toilet paper like everywhere else. But instead of guessing whether a brand is too rough or too thin, they also provide samples so you can feel the quality before buying. Next, in Japan, train seats rotate, allowing passengers to adjust them in any direction. These seats offer extra flexibility, making them perfect for group travel. Lastly, in Japan, restaurants provide disposable aprons. These aprons protect your clothes from stains, allowing you to eat comfortably, especially in restaurants where meals tend to get messy.
Here we go, good speed. Jackson. What will happen? 4-7. Jackson. Coming in reverse.
This is a unique arch bridge in Osaka, Japan, costing nearly 3 billion yen to build. However, it's not designed for people or vehicles to cross. So why was such an unusual bridge built? The bridge is called the Kizugawa Water Bridge. While it may not seem particularly large from a distance, it spans an impressive 66.7 meters in width and is made entirely of metal, weighing a massive 530 tons. The purpose behind this bridge's design is to withstand wind and earthquakes, as Japan is frequently hit by earthquakes and typhoons. The bridge is built to effectively resist these natural disasters. When a disaster occurs, operators in the control room can press a button to slowly lower the bridge surface. This process takes about half an hour. Once the bridge aligns with the river's surface, it automatically stops.
3 things in Japan that just make sense. First, in some Japanese cafes, instead of using disposable cups, some serve coffee in edible cups. Made from biscuit-like material, they hold your drink perfectly, and once you're done, you can eat the cup, getting both a coffee and a snack for the same price. Next, Japan's train seats are designed to fold up near the doors during peak hours. This clever feature creates extra standing space, making rush hour commutes smoother. And lastly, during summer heat waves, workers in Japan use jackets with built-in AC. These lightweight jackets have battery-powered fans that circulate air inside, keeping the wearer cool.
Without wheels, this train, which goes even faster than an airplane, glides through the air, not on rails. The 375 miles per hour maglev train can travel 4 inches above the ground without touching the rails thanks to electromagnetic coils when it reaches sufficient speed. There is no friction as it does not touch the rails as in traditional trains. In this way, it offers a quiet and smooth journey, while maintenance costs are lower as there is no engine and rail wear.
It's a warning. As it touches the sea floor, it kills whatever living thing it contacts by encasing it in a tomb of ice. New sea ice forming above leaves behind brine that is so extremely salty. As it descends, the seawater around it freezes instantly and forms a sheath of ice, a brinicle that grows downwards towards the sea floor. Winter is reaching down from the cold world above. As it touches the sea floor, it kills whatever living thing it contacts by encasing it in a tomb of ice. Another, more constant attack rises from below. Currents bring up this colder water, and it turns to ice, covering everything that can't move away from it. And then the ice, being lighter than water, begins to float, lifting away anything attached. So the ice cleanses the seafloor and strews the ceiling above with remnants of life from below.
Here's how Japan removes buildings silently, and it's not magic. This method is known as the Tekarep system, a smoother and more environmentally friendly demolition technique. Developed by a major Japanese contractor, this system differs from the conventional method of tearing down a building from top to bottom with the top exposed. Instead, the Tekarep system retains the roof of the upper floor as a covering. The outer perimeter of the upper floor is lined with soundproof panels, effectively minimizing noise and dust. Japan is indeed a champion of technology.